This is my combination office and sewing room. It was just at one time just a large office. I work out of my home, and this is the office now part. I actually have 3 different monitors that I use for work. This is then strictly my work area, my home office area. But over here, starting with this wall, is my new sewing center. I had a sewing room before in a storage room. It just was not very nice, and I decided after 8 years of not quilting to start quilting again. And my goal was to repurpose and use as much furniture and things that I already owned. I was trying to do this as inexpensively as possible. I had these cubes were here already in my office. These are called cubicles. I had purchased them a few years back on sale at our local Target. And all I did is I put my fabric, I took it out of storage, made mini bolts using comic book boards that I was able to purchase Amazon.com. Very inexpensive. And it's a nice way for me now to see all the fabric that I have. Over here, I have fat quarters. They're in the shoe boxes, and again, I had these for different purposes. All this fabric had been put up in large bins, and now I have it out because I'm starting sewing again. I'm going to be doing that. Up here, bought these many years ago when a store was going out of business out in western Kansas, when I was living out in western Kansas. And I did buy a labeler, and I'm going crazy with it. I love the idea that I could have my labels. And this just has my hand needles, hand stitch needles, quilting gizmos, machine needles, rotary blades, and then these are just canning jars. I have the types of things that I would use a lot, just handy right here. Over here, this is going to be my cutting table. This is a card table that we had used for other purposes. I pulled it out of the storage room and now have it here, so it'll be easy. This is one of those desk organizers that I had put in storage. I had purchased it and didn't use it all that much. Well, now I have a place to put my rulers. This was kind of cute. This is a ring holder that I found on clearance, and I'm using it for my scissors. Underneath this folding table, I have my plastic bins. And again, I had these bins in my storage room, pulled them out and labeled them. So here I have my flannel fat quarters. Here I have strips, ready-made strips. Down there, some more fat quarters. These are pre-cut kits. These were things I had started, I had cut out, but never got around to putting them together before I had to put quilting aside for 8 years. More pre-cut kits. At the very bottom, I have blocks to complete. I have blocks, but I never put them together. This is my pressing table. I saw this idea on Pinterest, followed the link, and made it myself. I was very excited. I had this shelving unit, and these are available everywhere. You can get these at Target, you can get them at Walmart. All I did is get a piece of wood that I had in storage, covered it with fabric, actually batting, and then this cheat fabric. And I was excited because it's the perfect height. When I'm going to do my quilting, all I have to do is pull it over so it'll be right by me as I am sewing, because you have to press open seams. And I have area down here. I'm sure I'll find more things to put in on this area. This is something that I did new. This window looks out into cement, and all the years I've had this home office, it has always driven me crazy that I look out and see cement. Well, I found this, and it's just faux stained glass, and I like the look. I just think it looks really nice now. I don't have that ugly cement to look at. Over here is my actual sewing area. This is one of those sunlight lamps. I got this one actually at Big Lots, and I think it was like $29. I'm sure it's, it's not like the fancy ones, but it'll do for what I need it for, just to help me to see. This back here, these black, these are small folding tables that we had purchased for my son's, when my son got married, and we had the rehearsal dinner at our home, and we had these narrow tables. They're like 20 inches wide by, I think, 4 foot. And they're going to be perfect for what I need them for, because here in front you can see is where my sewing machine is, and this is new. I had stopped sewing when my 40-year-old machine gave out. Just purchased this one, and I'm real proud of it. It is a Brother PQS 1500. What I want is a straight stitch. I did purchase the table it is on. This is an Arrow, and it's called a Gidget. They have a Gidget 1, a Gidget 2. The Gidget 1 is under $100. The Gidget 2 is probably closer to $200, and then you get a custom insert. People like the Gidget 2 because there's no gap. I knew I'd have a gap, but I wanted to go cheap, so I went Gidget 1, and then all I did is, if you can see back here, I just had a plastic mat, one of those dinner mats. I have it right over here, as you can see. A table setting mat, and I just cut it out so that now I don't have to worry about my fabric falling. So the reason why I have this in the L shape is I'm a free motion quilter, and this will, I will be able to do my quilting here and push back the bulk of it. It'll go up against the wall. This is going to be my idea board. It's an old cork board that I used for school. And over here I have, my threads. Here's another of those narrow tables. This one had been covered in cloth that I will be able to, I'm sure, eventually put more stuff. I have things hanging on the wall. Just makes it easy for me to have everything. Here are some quilt tops that need to be quilted. I have 3 bins worth quilting books down here. And over here are my UFOs. I have 2 drawerfuls of UFO unfinished quilt tops that I have to kind of finally get to. And then here I have squares. So this is my office, just to give you an idea. I know that I really appreciated seeing other people's ideas, and that's how a lot of this office was put together, was me looking at ideas and looking at videos. So this is my sewing area. It'll probably never look this clean again, but hopefully I can spark some ideas for you. And that is it.